Alrighty, coming back now to finally finish this last spot right in here, and that's probably all we'll do. We'll see. Shouldn't be too hard, to be honest, but there are some things we need to kind of put in there to kind of do it justice. Although I honestly, patience is wearing thin on this one. Alright. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is put in this sort of big area. And I guess, honestly, with that, we'll use the dark green. I don't have one side of the picture held down right now, and that doesn't matter. Okay, let's just kind of fill. Oh, it looks like I already did some of that. What is that? Oh, okay, no, that's that other part. When did I do that? Alright, well, great. Some of it's done already. I don't have any idea when I did that. Okay. Let's make sure this is where it stopped. Actually, I used the black. Probably not a bad idea to use the black. Alright, so we've got... That's 1, 2. Let's just make sure we've got... Let's just follow it. Okay, that's right. Kind of comes right here, and then it just kind of comes back up. We're gonna do this roll light, obviously. Comes up here, then right there. Alright, then it kind of just... Alright, now we've got this. Let's put in these sort of subtle stripes. Starting over here. It's probably a better idea. Ooh, there's where it all got stuck to the vacuum cleaner. Alright, let's use the dark green chalk, but not the blue one, or not the bluish one. Alright, let's use this one. And we're just gonna be kinda there's obviously a darker element to this, which we will put in. Let's put in some of this lighter green. Come right here. Alright. Some of these actually have a bluish tinge. I mean, this whole thing actually has some kind of bluishness to it. Actually, let's do something we haven't really done and use smudging to make stripes for once. Which I'm not suggesting it's some big deal, but strangely, this hasn't been what I've done so far. No good reason why not. One, two, and then over here. Kind of. There we go. Alright, let's put in this one. Well, let's use this. This. Right there. Kind of up in here. And we're trying to be somewhat subtle, but let's vacuum up some of this mess. It's like the entire drawing. We've never really vacuumed this area. Alright, where were we? 1, 2, 3. And then kind of up here. Alright, let's put another one. It's gonna start. Let's actually use the darker one for this one. It kind of starts right here, goes up to here. Alright, now let's use the dark green and we'll smudge one of these stripes in, starting over here. kind of I kind of need to help define this one a little more. It's really kind of supposed to be more kind of over here. Then it kind of dips down kind of over here. Alright. Alright. We just need a general kind of spot where some of this stuff goes. I'm really telling you, I am. Alright, let's start by putting some dark green down and then a fair amount of black right here and just bringing it down. There's no other way to do this. And before we get too far, we are gonna throw in some black so we don't lose where we're at. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna be that hard to figure out where to go. So kind of just alright, let's come across here. Alright, let's just go with it. Can't sit here all day trying to figure out the exact spot when it doesn't matter. Ain't got 100 years to work on this. That is for sure. Alright, let's vacuum that. Alright. Let's put some of this bright green in this thing. Starting alright, we'll just fill this in. This light green color. All this is going to be pretty dark, so grid lines are not going to shine through. Okay. Let's put alright, let's put in two more very subtle stripes. Right there. And then another one right here. Kind of like that. Okay. Let's vacuum. Let's see. We need a different color. To kind of put in these lighter areas. Just to kind of demarcate them. I think this is the color we used for the grid lines, but then again, I think that's the color I never was able to find again. So I don't really know. Don't matter. Alright, no, it's not the same. I'll go ahead and put this in. These areas we're going to probably end up putting a little bit of white on. Alrighty. Now, over here, it almost becomes... God, this is going to be such a pain in the butt, I swear. Alright, let's put in some of these like squiggly, smudgy looking things. And we're just really gonna really kind of half-ass this to an extent. Really, I'd rather just not do it at all. Alright, let's put in this really light, weird. Maybe that's the grid line color, huh? Yeah. Well, let's put that in along this edge, because this edge is going to be lighter. Ow. God, my neck is hurting. Let's see. Let's just kind of... It kind of stops up here. There's some color in this background we're going to have to put, and it's really going to be more blue than anything. Let's put a few areas of darker-ish blue before we put in the lighter blue. And really, we're not putting that much. Alright, let's put in this color. Really do kind of need to go all the way up with it. Then there's these sort of, we're going to put a bunch of green on top of this. Kind of blend it into this other colors. Over here, strangely, it is a different color. It's like light green. Let's put some light green in here. Of course, there's like the blue underneath it. So let's put some blue kind of around these areas. Now it definitely seems like we're on the wrong track right now, but bear with me. We will figure it out. Figure it out before it's over with. Let's put in the light blue stripe on this side. Kind of different from that other one. Turns green up there. Alright, let's vacuum all this crud so far. Alright, let's try to fill in some dark green. Over here. Just kind of fill all this in. Then there's mostly kind of black over there. And there's some light green kind of at the top here. Sometimes you just can't really just stop and screw around with details forever and ever. I mean, you just kind of have to. All right, let's all right. We're going to put the dark green And then we're going to come right on top with black. Right after. Alright, let's go right over that with black. Alright, here's where we need black. In here. We're gonna smudge a lot of this, but we're gonna put some down because we want a lot of black in here to smudge. But here is where we're gonna start with the smudging, right here. Okay. I want to be kind of careful on this side. Over here we can be a little more aggressive with it. But it really does come down a fair amount onto this stuff. Okay, now let's fill in that green. Put in a fair amount of green at the top, and about halfway down we'll add some. This music I'm listening to is so weird. I wouldn't say it's weird. It's a Titanic soundtrack, but I never heard a lot of this stuff before. Okay. Green and then some black. And then kind of blues getting further down. Down here. Add some of this blue kind of invading upwards. And like I said before, we're going to have a lot of green on top of this blue. But this is sort of like base to just figure out where the hell we're at. But it clearly don't look right now. Let's do this. Really, let's just kind of fill all this. Just fill it all in. Get rid of the holes. Over here, let's add a little bit for this darker shade. Kind of comes up to there. Alright, before we do too much smudging, let's add some of this light green kind of on top of here. There's this kind of edge where it kind of, you get a little more of this greenish tinge going along here. Kind of goes away. Got a little bit kind of these splotches all around. Alright, back. Okay, let's do some smudging and just see what we're doing. Okay. Smudge this in, and this is going to have to be a lot darker, as you can already tell, because it is supposed to be much darker than that side. Let's just kind of narrow the gaps. What's going on here? Okay, there's this area where it gets light and then darker. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's add the black before we darken that thing. Okay. I never understand. Sometimes this black does stuff you can't quite explain. Let's kind of just bring this dark. Let's add some of the dark green. Kind of want to hear again where it's supposed to be pretty pronounced. And let's add black to that too. This is supposed to be a blurry edge. It's not supposed to be too. They're supposed to kind of just join. Okay, this is not that bad. Alright, let's vacuum some of that. Alright, let's go over this light yellow with the green. Kind of just split the difference. And then let's try to get a clean. Let's get the. Be a little tricky, but we kind of need the black kind of invading into it anyway. Okay. That's actually okay, to be honest with you. Need a little bit more coming from under here, and maybe just a little more. Kind of, let's see. Okay, That's alright. Let's go down here. Let's add more of this. Actually, let's add just some touch of this light yellow in there, light green, whatever it is. Okay, what the hell? Alright, there's apparently some of this that kind of follows along this thing. Kind of throw that in. Alright. Alright, we need more black up here, for sure. Alright, now over here got this sort of let's just kind of keep smudging, coming down to see what becomes of all this. 'Cause sometimes once you've done stuff, there's nothing you can do. You just have to deal with it. And of course, remembering we always have to fill in all the light colors. Let's see what's going on over here. Huh, I didn't see that. Apparently, where's our that dark blue? Dark blue pencil. Kind of give this kind of this like edge up against there. Come up to here. Kind of comes over here. Then it becomes kind of greenish. Whatever, just throw in a color. Let's see. Alright, let's see. let that happen. Alright, let's just keep going. Alright, we're done. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, what is the problem with this thing? Okay, the problem is we need more green splotches over here. Okay, we need more green, totally nondescript. Just splotches of green throughout this thing. All this actually needs to be greener, which is going to be tricky. Dear God. Alright, let's see. What are we doing? Where was I? Where's our dark? We need a dark, get this dark green over here. Because over here it kind of just switches to where there's like this greenish kind of border. Kind of just fuzzies its way into the next layer. Alright, we don't need to do any more for that. Alright, let's add, honestly, I think we need more blue. I think I said it wrong. I think I was saying we needed more green. I think we need more blue in all of this. It kind of just needs to be accentuated. And there's really needs to be more of a sense of kind of dark green in this kind of thing. It's kind of enough. Not sure what color I'm looking for, but this, well, let's just leave that for now. Let's put more just dark blue kind of along these stripes. Kind of just a little bit. More of this green over here. Kind of need more greenish splotches kind of coming off of here. What's the deal here? Oh, that needs to be like a light green. Let's just put this in there. I think we need to put actually some blue. We kind of should have put blue underneath this light green and then put the light green. Let's just fill in these gaps with blue. Let's vacuum all of this. Alright, let's smudge some more. Start over here. This kind of needs to be just a little bit rougher. Alright, let's vacuum. It still needs more green splotches, I can tell. Alright, what do we need? We need something to make, I know exactly what we need. The dark green bluish chalk. That's the one. What? How did we screw that up? This was come all the way up here. Come all the way up there. And then gets thinner down here. Okay, now kind of over here, we're gonna put more of this dark greenish. Kind of got this other stripe coming on this side, but let's just not screw with it. Over here, we've kind of got this little something going on right here, kind of like this. This thing is really kind of to be like this. This one kind of. No, that's not right. It's supposed to be like these things that kind of connect to here. Let's not smudge them too much, just a little bit. Yeah, like that. Then up here, we're gonna make all this actually still a shade darker. This isn't dark enough. I need more black and all of it. Put that black in there. Alright, now over here, let's add a little bit of this light green back to that. There's this kind of patch that's got that quality to it. Let's vacuum. Okay. Now, over here, we need to add more of this stuff. This stuff here, right there, and definitely right there. Actually kind of comes up like that. Very interesting. I don't really understand where these colors are coming from, to be honest with you, but somehow they ended up there. Of course, that's a little more than it's supposed to be. Kind of need the blue on this part and that part. More blue down here. Let's go. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's take the white. Where's the white, for God's sakes? Let's go over this. Oh, son of a bitch. What the? Okay. Let's take this white. I know what we need to do. We need a light green, very light green. Put a tiny bit of this in here. Then we're gonna go over it with white. Quite a bit of white actually, because I really don't want it to look like this color at all. Let's go ahead and put this on there. I swear I do something sometimes and I feel like I just get lucky. Like it wasn't supposed to work at all and somehow it does. Alright, down here we kind of want that light blue, and we'll put some white on top of it. But let's kind of fill it in first. Kind of butt into the border. Put this blue. Well, let's put some white on top of that, but not much, because that actually, you know what, that's actually about right. Let's vacuum that. Okay, let's take, and we gotta be careful. We never want to screw up a previous thing we did. So we're gonna rub that onto this and make this kind of blurry. But we don't want to be careful because we don't want to screw. I don't like going back to things I've already done. Just screws it up, or it can. And I don't like doing that. Let's vacuum that. Alright. Looking at this, I think, honestly, it's not that bad, but we need to do a couple things. One of which is, this area here needs to be, I actually think we should put some of this blue on there. Let's do that. See what that does. Because I don't want it to be white. Then up here it's just a little lighter. It actually gets kind of dark with the, it just becomes green instead of yellow. Alright, here. Alright, that's actually a, let's vacuum that. Alright, let's smudge a bit. And see what happens there. Alright, now what we need to do, take the black that's in here, accentuate it one more time, and then spread it out some more. Really, this is not a sharp border, but this black is very dark up here. There has to be a point where it's very black. Alright, now let's vacuum that. Gotta be careful though. Actually, up here, let's do something. Oh my God, 8 billion. I think I recall predicting I would need 6 colors to do this drawing. I don't. That's kind of funny. don't need to mess with that too much. I'm gonna turn off the heater, burning me up. Try to blur this border a bit. Really, kind of supposed to. Yeah, it should be a little light right there, but not. Yeah, alright, we'll just leave that. Not quite that light. Not quite that light. Okay, what do we need to do over here? We need more green splotches. Which one? Let's use that bluish greenish one to kind of get in here one more time and see if we can do something with these areas we're supposed to have. Dun. Dude. Then you just kind of got these spots that's just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Some of them kind of almost kind of line up against this edge. Just kind of like that. I mean, is that the case on the other side too? Yeah. It don't matter. Alright, let's smudge those in. Try to. Hey, smudging is the key. Not to say I do a perfect job of it, but I can tell you, if you can be perfect at smudging, then you will know how to do pastel pictures like this. Let's just kind of. So what's the deal here? There's supposed to be a whole stripe that is not really showing up. It's supposed to be kind of coming up to here. I don't know what on earth I just did, but we'll see how it turns. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. Let's add a little more of this blue back kind of around these areas, because honestly I want it to be more blue than whatever this other stuff I just threw down. Alright, yeah. Alright. Alright. I think we're gonna stop. I'm not saying this thing is done, but honestly, it's not that bad, and it's not that important, but I honestly kind of like what I did, even though it doesn't match that closely. We'll see.